What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be doing a quick little charting session, daily recap, and then what I am anticipating for the rest of the week. So yeah, let's get right into it. Going into the day, I had a pretty loose bias just because we zoom out to the weekly. If you watched my charting session from last Sunday, we did fill my weekly target. I wanted to see this order block get held, and then from here, it's kind of 50-50. So far, we are holding it. We can either run it or we can bounce off and continue back to all-time highs. Remember, we're only reacting, not going to try to anticipate. So I'm just going to let price tell me really what it wants to do. So going into today, I had a decently loose bias. Wasn't entirely sure on what I really wanted to see. I also really wasn't feeling well this morning. Which I think is part of the reason why I made a mistake, and I will go into that more in depth later on. So yeah, to start, SMT at the highs. So I was semi-bearish. The heck, why not add it? So yeah, SMT at these highs right here, as you can see with ES. ES swept the high, and Q didn't. And this was what, Asian high? Yeah. So from there, I'm semi-bearish at the moment. Kind of waiting for more structure though. Market opens up, instantly rebalance into this hourly fair value gap here, which is when I zoom in. So yeah, I zoomed in, we rebalanced into that hourly. You saw here we rejected it after sweeping the low. That's when I took my first entry. We inversed the 2-minute, pulled back, held it. I entered on this candle right here, then it was a close above on the 1 minute. So yeah, I entered on this candle right here. You can see, where'd it go? Oh, all right. Yeah, I entered on that candle right there. As you can see, liquidity sweep, inverse fair value gap, pulled back, respected, inversed again. I wanted to see this high up here where the SMT was. So the planned risk to reward was, what's the entry at? It was probably solid, about a 4-to-1. Ended up getting stopped out. That's when I decided to reassess my bias and realize what we were actually doing at the moment. So that's when I zoomed back out. Where were we? Oh, all right. I zoomed back out, noticed the external structure was severely bearish. 15-minute break of structure, closed below. We also formed this 15-minute imbalance right here that was getting filled. So then from there, I kind of reassessed and looked back at ES and I realized that we also had an SMT at the highs, right? So we had this SMT, and we also had this SMT right here. I paper traded this trade because I'm paper trading until my live account gets cleared. I made a deposit and I'm waiting on the money to go through. So yeah, should probably clear tomorrow or Thursday the latest, and I will be back on my live account just waiting for that money to get cleared. So until then, I'm paper trader. So yeah, paper traded this trade today, just to give some context when I go more in depth. So yeah, got stopped out pretty quick. Not mad at it. Notice we had the SMT after liquidity sweep, respecting the higher time frame inverse order block, I think it was. Yeah. So yeah, my bad. Respected it. Notice we got that close below here on the 1 minute. So I entered short. I zoomed in on this candle right here, and once let me just reset my chart, make it easier. So yeah, once we did pull back and respect that basically 2022 internal 2022 model, Koi sweep, break of structure, unicorn. Once we respected that, I added to my position. So initially, my risk to reward was about here. This is my first TP. That was my stop. So about a 1.85 to 1R. And then from there, once we got this candle right here, once I saw that we filled it, and respected. I zoomed in some more to the 10-second. So yeah, zoom into the 10-second. Once we got that bearish reaction and we filled this bearish 10-second and we held it, so when I tighten my stop just to this high right here, well really it was like, yeah, right here. So yeah, tighten my stop. First target with this low down here, you can see it was met pretty cleanly. Not too much friction on the downside. So boom, that was my first TP. Then my second one was the standard deviation level, 2.5 here. In hindsight, I believe that I should have let my runners go a lot more. I think I was a little too zoomed in on my structural bias, and because when you zoom out to say the 15-minute, measuring standard deviation from here, because it is an external sell model. I'm trading prices fractal. I'm trading an internal sell model. Well, I'm trading a sell model within a sell model. So since it lines up, I should have really been trading based off of these standard deviation levels. As you can see here, I ended up closing here when I definitely could have held it down here, because it also lined up with that hourly as well. And we even had this hourly low down here that was met. If you draw it up on the hourly, you see, met it perfectly. So with that being said, I was a little bit too zoomed in on that. Definitely could have let my runner go a lot more. Ended up closing all was closed right here. My final fill. Definitely not super mad, just noting going forward, be more patient with when you're trailing your stop, and definitely try to milk the winners a lot more. Part of the reason why I decided to close here, because it looks like no reason to, but I felt very fatigued physically, and I just wanted to get off the charts and be done with the day, in all honesty. Basically just being impatient, not really willing to wait for any more. I was pretty content with what I made, but I did leave a few grand on the table on my demo account. The first trade was like $4,000 loss or something like that. Second trade made like 8 and some change. So green day overall. I can go to it. This is it right here. This is my demo account stats. Just for overall, I've been trading it. I trade it here and there whenever any conflict happens when I can't trade on my other accounts. So overall P&L 23, 2 profit factor, pretty decent. Had the trade demo here as well, but this is today. First trade I lost 4,500. You can see. Not entirely mad. Here goes second trade. So yeah, that is the 2 trades I took from today. Got off right after, and I ain't gonna lie, I went right to sleep. But that being said, let's think about what we're looking at for tomorrow. Let me turn on my executions. So going into tomorrow, we are still respecting this order block. Price is looking like it can definitely turn around and potentially want to come up to these daily wick highs here. We have relative equal highs up here on the daily. A lot of these highs ES has taken though. NQ has left. We've had SMTs at a lot of these highs, so that's something to take into account as well. Like when you look, see, ES took all these highs where NQ basically left them on. Something to keep in mind, but we are rejecting off of a higher time frame bullish imbalance. Price appears to be respecting 2 to 2.5 standard deviation level, as you can see. So if we were to at least rebalance, definitely wouldn't be surprised if we did that. Looking into the hourly, yeah, definitely all these equal highs up here, because to me this looks like an hourly AMD model. We have this accumulation here, manipulation down here at these lows. Would like to see buy side of the curve up, get bought up to here. Pretty high impact news rest of the week. We have our red folder for the rest of the week, NFP, FOMC, unemployment claims, PMI. So yeah, a lot going on this week. We're gonna get a lot of volatility. So if we do want these highs, we're definitely gonna take them. Just a matter of whether we want them or not. Now, if we don't go to those highs, to the left of us, the next low would be here. We do have some decent buy side being built up. I think ES took this low, or ES left equal lows, it looks like. Yeah, ES left relative equal lows, so we definitely could just fill the imbalance and come back to hunt these equal lows. Really a matter of what price wants to do. Again, not trying to anticipate, just only reacting. So we're gonna see from there. When you do zoom out though, we are clearly in sell side of the curve. We have buy side here. This is sell side. To me, finishing out sell side would be these lows and then ultimately these lows to complete the model. And then once we do that, probably gonna accumulate for some days before price understands where it wants to go. So yeah, we are in this 4 hour right now. We did just break structure to the 4 hour. Definitely wouldn't be surprised if price just sold off into tomorrow, came to these lows down here. Just gonna react and see. Looking internally, do look bullish though. For our candle bullish. See what we do if we rebalance into this imbalance. We might continue higher. So yeah, we definitely gonna see. Price can do either or. We do have a lot of time until tomorrow's session, so that's essentially my recap from the day. If you guys watched last week's charting session, you will remember this is the area I called out. We were up here. I said I wanted to see price rebalance into this order block, and then from here have price choose in which way it wants to go. That direction was met. So going forward, really just gonna wait, stay patient, let it come to us. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you could have learned something. Catch you in the next one.